beautiful out there, but it is treacherous on the roads, and we just got an emergency alert. I'm sure your phones went off just like ours did about the fact that there are a huge number of accidents being reported. One of those areas that is affected is Jefferson Parish, and we're joined on the phone right now by Jefferson Parish Sheriff Joe Lopinto. Joe, can you hear us?
I can.
Hey, we just got that emergency alert. What's going on out there?
Look, I think we're putting it out. I think the state put that out overall. I mean, we're not seeing a whole lot of accidents here in Jefferson Parish. Most people are heeding the wardens and staying off the road and playing in the snow in their own front yard, which is great. I ask you to keep doing that for over the next 2 days because, as the chief just said earlier, we're going to have a lot more problems over the next couple of days as this melts and then refreezes. I think it'll turn into a lot more ice. So just understand that that's coming. It's pretty right now, but it'll become dangerous very soon.
So we're in the happy part of this winter storm event, and in the next couple of days, it's going to get rough out there. Have you guys had any reports of any emergency action or anything else going on?
Not as of a little while ago. I checked with 911 probably about 30, 45 minutes ago, so I haven't heard of anything really. It was pretty quiet then, but certainly calls for service have been down, which is normal in an event like this, and we want to keep it that way.
Yeah. What are your biggest concerns right now?
Look, people heeding the warnings to stay off the roadway. We know you want to go out there, but it is certainly dangerous. And will become more increasingly dangerous as this snow starts to melt and then refreeze. It will become very, very slick.
Yeah, I was going to say for a couple of people, we see some people, it looks like those may be police vehicles that are on the roadways right now, but it seemed that people are heeding those warnings right now. They're staying inside. Nothing is really open in that area. If people do have situations where they're in an emergency or they need to reach out to you all, what should they do?
911. Our 911 availability is still up and operational and will continue to be. We have people on both the East Bank and the West Bank. Our EOC is activated in Jefferson Parish, so we have the abilities where they don't have to traverse the river. They can be on both sides of the river and answer those calls for service. And my deputies are certainly out, and as long as it's safe to do so, we'll continue to respond for service. But we're also taking precautions. I mean, any calls that we can handle by phone, we're certainly handling them by phone to try to keep my men and women off the streets as much as possible. And we ask everybody to, be careful. We don't really want the slip and falls out in front because you're having fun and then us having to call for an ambulance to come get you. It's not fun to spend the day in the hospital over these next 2 days, and you certainly don't want to spend the day in jail because we don't have the judges coming in for a few days either. So, heed those warnings, stay off the streets, cook a gumbo, and enjoy it and take some pictures.
Is there a curfew in Jefferson Parish tonight?
No, we don't have a curfew in place. Look, we ask people to be smart, and so far that's happening. I think any type of event like this, I think most people understand the severity of it and know that they don't normally do this. So I'm not seeing the streets very crowded by any means. Most people are just playing in the neighborhood, and we ask them to continue to do so.
There are a lot of road closures out there. We know the Causeway has been closed for some time now. I-10 has been closed. When do we expect those closures to end? Is there any way to tell at this point?
I don't think you have an answer for that. I think it's gonna be probably at least through the night. We'll see how quickly it warms up tomorrow and how much they can either de-ice the roads or how icy they are, if it's just pushing snow out of the way. And if there's ice is not there, we'll certainly open it as quickly as possible. It just really kind of depends on how iced up they become.
Gotcha.
Sheriff Lopinto, we've had a snow that's happened in Louisiana, southeast Louisiana, in the past. I mean, nothing as significant as this with the amount of inches that we're seeing. What are some of the challenges for all the sheriff's deputies who've probably never experienced this? What are some of those challenges you try to meet?
Well, like anything else, I mean, we have people that live all over this metropolitan area, so just getting to work is an issue. But then once you get to work, we end up making sure all the vehicles are filled up before the event. So those types of things, any types of breakdowns, we can manage. We have other vehicles, 4x4 vehicles that are available if need be. Right now, we can get by with the all-wheel drive Explorer and make that happen. So look, you deal with it like anything thing. Winter is not any different for a policeman up in North Louisiana. We just deal with it a lot less, and this is the day that we're dealing with it.
Yeah, it just also, we just really don't have the tools and supplies. We don't have snow plows.
Yeah.
We don't have things like that to respond, correct?
Well, we respond, look, you got to be smart and use common sense sometimes, but at the end of the day, we're out there, we're ready to respond, and we just hope we don't need to.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Sheriff Lopinto, thanks for giving us that update.